It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchenland USA, Advanced Car Care Center, and Smouse Brothers Foundation Repair. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, good morning on this Friday, the 17th. It's just Sarah today. Ethan is off this morning. Thank you so much for tuning in. You got me flying solo today. Here's a look at a bunch of news, plus we have some weekend events as well. We will begin with this. A 58-year-old woman from Seymour was killed when she collided with a train. Investigators say the woman was driving a pickup truck when she hit that train around 11 o'clock Thursday morning. That was on Highway 60 and Box School Loop in Webster County. 418 pounds of marijuana is now off the streets in the Joplin area after two separate traffic stops in Jasper County. Troopers aren't releasing too many specifics about the traffic stops, but of course they are reminding people that trafficking marijuana is still illegal across the state, even though the use of pot is not. It is hot outside for now, but MoDOT is getting ready for winter weather. Snowplow drivers have been brushing up on their skills before the winter weather actually arrives. Across the state, there are about 2,400 snowplow drivers, and they would like more than that, actually. They wish that they had more. The drill that they have been doing really allows the crews to get used to the trucks and to see if there are any equipment malfunctions that they might need to know about and get fixed before the actual snow or ice falls. A piece of Route 66 history is no more. Not the Mother Road itself. It's still there, but the cute little cottages that people used to stay in on their way traveling across Route 66, those are now gone. Demolition crews tore down the old Rancho Court on East Kearney, just west of Glenstone Avenue. Those were opened in the 1940s, if you can believe that. They have since been kind of run down. They were declared a nuisance property last month, which really gave way for them to be demolished. Of the 12 cottages, 6 of them do remain. The other 6 were demolished. The 6 that are still standing, they had already been incorporated into another business. All right, this is interesting for Nixa folks. Nixa City Council denied a developer's hopes of annexing 96 acres of land right there by Highway CC and Cheyenne Road. The developer was hoping to build 234 housing units there. It would have been called More Estates. At issue, council said, too many homes going in that area or too many existing homes there already and not enough water pressure for all of them. Now, East Nixa apparently is already known for having low water pressure, and a city engineering study says this development would have made that even worse. The council voted 6-0 to indefinitely table the discussion on this specific plat. So we'll see what happens next, but the developer surmises that this is actually not about water pressure issues at all. So we'll see if they continue to try to do something else to move forward with it. We'll keep you posted. All right, from Nixa back here to Springfield, the Board of Public Utilities for the city of Springfield has a seat to fill. City Utilities serves about 111,000 customers. They have an 11-member board made up of citizens appointed by Springfield City Council to serve 3-year terms. Well, right now there's an open seat. Board members are in charge of establishing policies on how to best serve customers. If you're interested in serving in that capacity, the deadline to apply is October 22nd. You can find that application right now at springfieldmo.gov. The beautiful bald eagle at the Dickerson Park Zoo has died. Phoenix, that majestic bird, had to be euthanized. She's been getting very old. She's been getting a lot of medical care for age-related issues over the past several years, and they said it was time. She was a star of more than 1,000 shows, conservation programs there at the zoo, also at Eagle Days. She would travel to local schools. But Phoenix is now no more. no more. She went to bird heaven. All right. The number 16 ranked Mizzou Tigers travel to play Auburn on Saturday. That game will be on the SEC network at 6:45. Also, MU is coming off a loss last week to number 6 Alabama. So they are ready to play. Missouri is 5-1 on the season. Meanwhile, the Arkansas Razorbacks are going to have a tough time at home on Saturday. The number 4 ranked Texas A&M Aggies will be in town. The Hogs are currently 2-4 on the season. The Missouri State Bears don't play again until Wednesday night, so they are off for the weekend. They will play at the New Mexico State Aggies at 8 p.m. The Bears are currently 3-3 on the season. All right, we don't want you to forget that we have the best events calendar in town, hands down. If you go right now to aroundtheozarks.com, click on the word events, you will see a calendar pop up, and it gives you a list of events happening every single day of the week. And of course, since it is fall, there are lots of fall festivals going on during this season of time. So check it out at aroundtheozarks.com. Just click on events and you can see events happening right there in your neighborhood. Thanks so much for tuning in. We so appreciate your viewership, your listenership. We hope you'll share this with a friend so they too can get their hyper local news right here at Around the Ozarks. It's a good time. And Ethan and I will be back with you again on Monday morning. Hope you have a fantastic weekend.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Friday. It is October 17th somehow, but it is still feeling more like August, with temperatures starting out in the low 60s this morning, and yet another warm day on tap. High temp today, 84 degrees in Springfield. It is going to be a warm one. Also breezy out there across the Ozarks today with a south breeze already in place. I'm expecting winds to gust close to 20 miles an hour later this afternoon. So prepare for the wind, prepare for the warmth. We have temperatures above average today and storms on the way for the weekend forecast. There's a lot to talk about on this Friday morning, so we'll get right into it. I don't have precip in the forecast today, so if you're looking at your Friday and wondering what's ahead, it's just the south wind and the warm temperatures. I think Friday night football games are going to go off okay across the Ozarks. A little bit windy, but warm. Another warm day, plenty of sunshine to enjoy through the middle of the afternoon with these above average numbers. A cold front is knocking on the door, however, and I think it could erupt in some showers and thunderstorms as early as tomorrow morning for our far western counties. Now, this is going to be a bit different depending on where you're at in the Ozarks. I am expecting some storm activity on the radar early tomorrow morning in our western counties, and even in the morning, it could pack kind of a punch. We'll then watch this frontal boundary sweep through the Ozarks through the day on Saturday. There will be numerous showers and thunderstorms, and they could contain some risks of severe weather. The biggest risks here are going to be for damaging wind, but there could be some super heavy downpours in some of the thunderstorms that come through. Also, a threat for a low-end tornado risk, as well as other severe threats such as hail, possible in some of these storms. However, I think wind is going to be the biggest threat for us. If you do have plans, especially outdoor plans on Saturday, I want you to stay really weather aware. Make sure you have your cell phone alerts turned on. You have a way to get watches and warnings, and you're prepared to alter your plans if you need to. I know fall Saturday sports, big deal across the Ozarks. Outdoor activities have all been a go for the last several weekends, but this weekend is a bit different. We have a threat for severe weather tomorrow, so I want everybody to make sure you have a way to get those watches and warnings. I think some of the strongest storms in the Ozarks are going to happen south of I-44, likely a little bit later into the day on Saturday through Saturday afternoon. We could even have a few lingering showers through Saturday evening in those far southeastern counties before everybody clears out on Sunday, and we are left with much cooler conditions behind this cold front. I have temperatures that will cool significantly. In fact, we may only stay in the 60s for highs in spots on Sunday. It will definitely be a change in our weather forecast, but it's going to feel a little bit better than it has, with low temperatures falling back into the 40s on Saturday night. High temperature on Sunday, 66 degrees. So if you've been waiting on that nice, cool fall, crisp air, it's coming. We just have to get through some storms before it gets here. I still think high temperatures will manage to make it into the upper 70s and low 80s on Saturday in Springfield. We'll see the numbers drop by Sunday. That's when the 60s arrive. And then next week is looking very pleasant with generally 70s for highs and 40s for lows. So finally, as we get into late October, we are starting to see some of the more October looking numbers. Around the country, what's making headlines? It's showers and thunderstorms for much of the plains and the upper Great Lakes today. Now, through tomorrow, those are going to push south into the Ozarks and much of the Mississippi Valley. So that will be in the national news headlines also, with that threat of severe weather tomorrow. We have light snow happening today for parts of the northern Rockies and the Great Basin. And all while that is happening, there are just some light showers and embedded thunderstorms over parts of New England this morning. I don't expect much in the way of precip out of that, but you'll see it if you look at the national radar. All right, here's a look at the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. In the TV series True Blood, what is the name of the fictional Louisiana town where the show is primarily set? And the options that I have for you are A, Bontemps, B, Shreveport, C, Mystic Falls, or D, Forks. Well, if you know this one, it would be A, Bontemps, which stands for good times. It is French for good times. And it is well-known part of Louisiana culture. You may often hear them say that phrase in French that I will not attempt to say, but it translates to let the good times roll. So the fictional town, not a real one, is Bontemps. Now you know. Congrats if A was your answer. Here's the trivia question that I'll have the answer for on Monday morning. What makes tornadoes during the fall severe weather season particularly dangerous compared to the spring? Do you think it is A, that they are generally stronger in intensity? B, they move more slowly, giving less warning time? C, they are more likely to occur at night? Or D, they are more frequent and widespread? What makes tornadoes during the fall severe weather season particularly dangerous compared to the spring? You can let me know your guess. That's at the website, aroundtheozarks.com. I hope everyone has an enjoyable weekend. Be weather aware on Saturday. Heads up, severe weather heading to the Ozarks, and it could get here early, knocking on the door before sunrise in our western counties, moving through early afternoon for the I-44 corridor, and likely late afternoon for our southeastern counties. Make sure you have a way to get those watches and warnings, and you have your safety plan in place. Think about it. If you're not going to be at home, where will you take shelter should severe weather strike? Something good to have on your mind. All right. Thanks so much to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Have a fantastic day, everyone. I'll chat with you again Monday morning.